This time on 818 Custom Garage, we've got part 3 of the 4-part series on the Little Guy Racing Parts Eliminator chassis build. Man, I really hope you enjoyed part 2. You got to see a lot of the build process, how this thing's all going together. Part 3, we've got this thing pretty much together. You're going to get to see the wheels, tires, body, and the major challenges we face in this episode. I feel like they can help you in any kind of build you decide to go do, whether it's a basher, crawler, speed run car. You get to figure out a few of the ideas. We have a few hypotheses that we try to go figure out. So I hope you enjoy it. Let's get into it. Booyah! All I can say is, wow, this thing came out really nice. Look at this close. You can see the wiring. Cleaned it up a lot. Did some wire loom, heat shrinked it. I will say, I did out the, I had to D-pin this connector, just pop it off. Put the sleeving on and the shrink sleeve and all that other stuff. This one, this little connector is so small it all slides over. So that was pretty cool. I didn't do any on the wire motors because I think it looks clean enough. Zip tied it all up. Servo, I did the corkscrew, spiral, spring, whatever you want to call it, for now. It'll probably end up staying. It works good, looks clean, keeps it sanitary, not too crazy. So I think we came out good. I think it came out really nice. So next up, we are going to get the body mounted on. And what else? We got wheels and tires, right? So if you follow us on Facebook or Instagram and Facebook, we did a poll on which wheels we should use for this build. And the winner were the 1552s. Man, these things are awesome. So, and these are the gunmetal. So we're going to do the 1552 Traverse gunmetals. And let's see, what do we got here? We got a set of... Oh, these come with the 1552 logoed wheel nuts. I don't know if I'm going to use them or not. Because you got to put Loctite on these things in order for them to stay. But I might. We'll see. But we got a set of the new claw hammers. So these are the claw hammers, the 63s. And then I've got a set of flubber stuffers, the slime balls that we're going to stick inside here too. We're here, so we're gonna do it. I think I only have one set that'll fit these, and those things are not cheap. So we're gonna throw those in this set, give this thing as much ability as possible. And you can see we got all our batteries lined up. I had I think 2 other batteries that I didn't have the dual lock on, because I run dual lock on, we're gonna run dual lock on this. We're gonna run dual lock. I've got dual lock on Dash's hard park chassis. Gage is getting an Eliminator chassis as well, so we'll do a similar setup. My daughter's setup, which you'll see soon. I think you're gonna dig it. It is pretty cool. That's gonna have dual lock as well. So everything we have will pretty much have dual lock. But you could still, if you don't have dual lock and has a strap, you just stick it in there and strap it in there. But all our batteries are all set up to run dual lock. And I really like, I'll be honest, I really like these CNHLs. These are the 900 milliamp 2S. If you're running on 2S, I think the 900s, not only do they add some weight to the front, the runtime is crazy. Super crazy. So if you got kids and stuff, like Gage and Dash, they like to go for a long time. They'll just these things burn out pretty quick, the stock batteries and stuff. So they're only 350 milliamps, if I'm right. Yeah, 350 milliamps. They're 30Cs. So it's nice. I've strapped these in for them, and they can go for a long time. So they really enjoy it. So let's get these wheels and tires mounted up with the Flub RC inserts. We'll get the body on, and we'll show you what this thing looks like. This is a long video. I want to get some runtime on it too. We may end up having to do a part 2 of all the runtime, but let me see. Let's see how this thing goes. Let's try to get some runtime. Wow. All I can say is, wow. This thing came out awesome. I mean, look at this thing. Check it out. Those gunmetal 1552s, they look so sweet. Those claw hammers, the new claw hammers. They've got those Flub RC inserts. Man, this thing sits good. I think it looks cool. The green pops, you know? That's why we call them booger. Man, it just came out super, super sweet. So we'll get some nice close-up for you of this thing. But man, it is so nice. I'm like in awe. What a beautiful, amazing kit. So let's go get a closer look at it. Look at this thing up close. Oh man, those wheels look so sweet. Those tires. We did put the front bumper on it, or the front winch mount. I was like, hey, it looks good with the single light bar, you know, up there. Gives it a little more kind of, a little bit of scale look. This thing looks like, you know, a modern rock crawler, which we dig. I dig it. I think it looks cool. I love the green. Pops good on here. Those wheels look sick. Let's pop it up. So I did do the Velcro. Man, look at it. And our limit straps are in there. So just hooked up there with the Little Guy Racing Parts. We went with the aluminum mount with some limit straps just wrapped around there. It looks good, I feel like. You know, we still got plenty of articulation side to side, but it does not droop all the way out, which is good. So we're going to get this thing on the scales next with the battery in place. And actually, let's see if we can power it up. Show you. I have not run this thing. Like, I powered it up. That's it. I haven't run it. I've got it plugged in. Let's power it up. Let's maybe give it a little test run across here. See how slow she moves. But man, I love all the gold hardware. It all just looks good. Came out so clean. Wiring came out clean. Everything. Body. Couldn't be happy with it. I mean, it is just so nice, dude. Such a nice kit. Well thought out. Little Guy Racing Parts really did a great job with this. So let's fire this thing up. Let's power this guy up. Got our little 2S. Man, look at this with the lights too. That light bar is pretty bright. I dig it. Everything fits good. Man, I mean, it's nice. I mean, doing the Velcro just makes it look so clean, I think. Man, that light bar is sweet. So, let's maybe give it a little, see how she does. Super slow. Ooh, a little catchy. What are we notching on? Hope it's not gearing. I think I know what it is. Man, look at that steering though, super fast. So let's turn it this way, because I have a feeling I know what it is now. Give it a nice look, because I got this thing slammed down, right? I believe it is the tire contacting the body. Let's see if there, if you look, I don't know if it'll show it, there are a few witness marks right there. So it's got it on the other side too. You can see them kind of like those little lines on there. I have a feeling that is probably it. Yeah, because as it moves, it can contact there, and we were going pretty slow. As if you go faster, probably. It's noticeable too. So I have the punch turned down pretty low on this thing too, because I was like, we'll see how it all performs. Okay, so I have a feeling we're gonna need to do a little bit extra trimming up here. So let's go do some extra trimming. Let's bring it back and see if it does the same thing. I'm just gonna do a light trim up to the top, clearance it just a little bit. We'll still keep it kind of straight up top because we want to keep kind of the similar look, similar outline of the wheel well. Because all I did was just trim the black off. You can see there's a little remnant of black right there still. I didn't do the best job there. So let's go try that and make sure that that was actually our issue. But man, look at that thing with the lights and everything. This looks so good. So doing some troubleshooting, took the body off before I decided to trim it. And we still have the same issue. So kind of just tooled it around the garage floor a little bit. It seems to get a little better. I checked everything over. I can't see where it would be binding at all. Loosen the wheels up. The only thing I could think of is either if something truly is binding, it would be in the transmission. But man, that thing was smooth as butter, like super smooth. Either that, and the only other thing I was thinking of was like maybe this rear drive shaft, because there isn't much gap here, but I mean there's slop. We got slop, so that shouldn't be binding unless it's really out of sorts. So what I think it could be, we've got these new clay armor tires, super grippy. This is, somewhat grippy surface. Even the shop floor is not, they're a grippy tire, right? Not a lot of flex. We've got overdriven 212 gears, stock gears in the transmission, or stock ratio in the transmission, stock ratio in the back. So the only thing I can think of is there's just no slippage anywhere. And since these are spinning faster in the back, it's catching. So it may need time to break in. I'm thinking, because I noticed just driving around, it seems like it gets a little bit better, but, we're going to try this. So I'm going to keep troubleshooting, a little bit more, but I think what we're going to do next, we're going to throw it on the scales so you can see the scales, see the weights, and then we're going to put it on, the crawler, table, see kind of performance wise on the table, and then we're going to take it out to our backyard track and see how it does out there. And then if we've got time, we're going to take it out to the little bit more bigger spots and stuff like that too. But I mean, so far I'm loving it. Don't like that little catchingness. I've heard others having that with this transmission. The only thing is, it doesn't seem like it should be the transmission. I mean, it's smooth, super smooth, or it's the motor, but man, it's really weird. I really think it's the being overdriven in the front and no slop anywhere in this thing, because it's like, the one thing I thought about too is this system has a lot of drag brake built into it, so I may go in and pull all the drag brake out of it, because really that's the whole point of these worm gears, is to hold the truck. So let's go see, and if I need to, I can add more drag brake back in. We're going to try that too. All right, so next up, let's see what this thing weighs. So still troubleshooting before we go test the weights and stuff. And I'm nerding out on this stuff, right? So hopefully this helps somebody someday, but like, if you watch, it's doing it a lot going in reverse because you're going the opposite direction. So now that front is the rear is getting pushed by the front, right? So it doesn't do it as bad. But once you start really moving, it goes away, right? It's just under... There, it's not even really doing it. There it goes. So what I'm going to do, so we're going to weigh it first, but I'm going to let you know before we go take it out, I'm going to put stock gears in the front. Only because I just want to see what it'll do. I have a set of stock ratio gears. I'm going to stick them in the front. I don't know. I'll either stock ratio the front or I'll speed up the back. One or the other. I don't really care. I just want to prove my hypothesis, I guess we want to say. So let's go put the body on. We'll weigh it. I'm going to swap gears and then we're going to go have fun. All right. So you can see we've got our corner weight system all set up. We're all zeroed out. Let's see if we can get this guy on here. See what it comes out as. So, we've got 61, 39. That's good. That's good. We've got 49, 51 side to side. What are our cross weights? 51, 48. Total weight, 496 grams. So this whole thing, all aluminum, man, not bad. I mean, it's under 500 grams. That's pretty happy about that. And the 60-40 split, good. It's good. I was worried, you know, using the aluminum axles and stuff. But, you know, we used that aluminum or the brass front knuckles from Tiny Terrains. We got a Mofo brass best servo mount ever. And yeah, I think we're pretty good. You know, yeah, let's move the scale just a little bit. That shouldn't change anything really. Okay, and that's with the battery, the small battery in the front. So if we put the big battery up front, that might help it too. I kind of want to see what that's gonna be like. So, not bad, guys. Not bad. I think that's pretty good. Things shift around. Okay, let's throw the big battery in it. Let's throw the bigger battery in it. I'm just kind of curious what that does to the front. So stay tuned. Okay, so if you can see in there, we got that yellow CNHL 900 milliamp. We took out the stock Spectrum battery. We were zeroed out. Let's see. Looks good, looks good. It didn't change the weight bias any because I think it sits back a little bit further. So I don't know. Still 6139, but it did add weight. We're now at 512 grams total. But 314 on the nose, 198 on the rear. Not bad. So the battery didn't change into the bigger battery. Didn't change anything really. Interesting. It must be far enough back. That's where you see guys, man, those comp builds where they're just running the battery on axle. So sick. I would never do something like this. That's not what this is for. So, but this thing looks super scaled. Looks good. I'm really happy with the weights. The cross weight I wish was a little better. Side to side 49. I mean, it's pretty dang good. I mean, we're 6139, so you can't really ask for a whole lot better with something that's not a full, it's not a full competition chassis, you know. And we didn't do anything crazy, you know. So nothing super crazy at all. You know what we could always do? Just thought about this. We could always throw a stock drive shaft in the back. Take this stainless shaft out, put a stock. I think the stock drive shaft will work in there. Yeah, because it's stock length. So we could try a stock rear drive shaft. Take a little bit of weight off there. What else? What else could we do to pull a little weight out of the back? I mean, I could take that plate out, which I was thinking of doing anyways, because I don't think it really needs it, honestly. I think there's so much structure back there, and I thought, you know, I could put a cross brace in between the shock tower in the back, which would definitely give it all the strength you would need too. So I don't know, there's some options. Okay, so I'm gonna gear swap it, then let's go take it out into the back crawl track and see how she does. Man, thank you for tuning in to part 3. that I think was pretty cool. You know, you got to go see how we go kind of put this thing together, what we're facing, issues, challenges. Part 4, it's coming up right now. Part 4, you get to go see the performance of this thing and what the smoking bullet was, right? So really appreciate all the support. Please comment, like, subscribe, share it with your friends, get that algorithm going. Remember to follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Remember, we did a cool poll on these wheels, and this was the winner. So, and I like it. I think it actually looks great on here. So we appreciate you. Catch us on part 4 right now.